Arms at West Main on a Saturday. You guys are gonna love this session. All right, guys and girls, here we are. It's a glorious Saturday. Daxton had All-Star Baseball this morning, so Chaz and I are in here in the afternoon to film an arm day, because we hadn't got one of those in a while. So what you'll find within this session is some unique exercises that I've been playing around with that is actually built into the Scorpion program, and then eventually the Sub-Zero program that I'm writing. So that's a little teaser to the part 2, even though we haven't technically released part 1 yet. So what I want to think about here within this session is you'll notice a lot of cable work, and that's because I've been really crushing my back throughout the week, and I want to make sure I'm protecting my elbows. So probably once a month, I'll have an arm day where it's pretty much just all cable. And again, the premise of that is to protect my joint and joint integrity. And if you've been following my channel, if you watch me on Instagram, like what you'll find is I really love cables for arm movements. The tension is constant from top to bottom. It creates great contractions. I'm able to get an incredible pump off of it. So follow along and you'll see exactly what I did. All right, exercise number 1 is gonna be the calves handles. And what you notice here is I'm just doing push downs. Based on the last one I'm working out, and I get Chaz to post that above, where I'm doing the rope press down, trying to work the lateral head. This is a very similar thought process and technique. So spread the handles apart. If you do not have these fancy calves handles, just simply, you can use 2 ropes, or you can just use an individual rope. The end of the thing is you want to press down, spread your hands apart, and squeeze the lateral head of your tricep. Now, will your long head still get work? Absolutely, it sure will. So with this, crush the tricep, get pumping there, and get your elbows nice and warmed up. All right, this is a killer combo, guys. I want to do an easy bar push down where I'm really trying to load the long head aggressively. Nail in the contraction, do as many reps as you can here. And then I want you to immediately walk over and do the cuff crossbody extension. So with this, loop your hands in the cuff, move in front of an upright bench. You notice I have that set like a 90-degree angle, so it's like doing a shoulder press, and then I want to do extensions off of that. So what you'll find is I got so many reps on the push down that by the time I got to these cuff extensions, I got maybe 4 or 5 reps before I had to lower the weight and get another 4 or 5 reps. All I simply did there, because I wasn't happy with the way the second half of that superset went, I took a 2-minute rest period, and then I reversed that order with the exact same weight. So I started with 40 pounds on each side of the cuff extension, did as many reps as I could, and then I went over and did the easy bar push down on the cable station, where again, the first mini round of that crushed me, and then that's why I lowered the weight and kept going. So I think Chaz actually zoomed in on my triceps. You can see how much those are actually getting crushed within that movement. All right, final thing here for triceps. This is an exercise I've been tinkering around with and I absolutely love it. So it's a skull crusher on the end of a seated cable row. And since this cable station has 2 individual D handles, I'm able to do a fully pronated grip here and extend and just do skull crushers where I'm getting a full stretch on the tricep, and then I'm gonna press away from the cable stack to really hammer that tricep. So this felt so good. I ended up doing 3 total sets here with 80 pounds, and good Lord, like it had my triceps blown up. Now onto some biceps. All right, so starting with biceps, I'm gonna do an easy bar on the cable section. Now, I did 3 sets of 20, just getting a pump and getting warmed up. So then that had me primed for what I want to do as my 2 working sets. And I did 2 sets here of 21. So I'll do 7 on the bottom, 7 full, I'll do 7 on the top, 7 full reps, and then 7 bottom half partials. So again, that felt so good. I simply did a second set with that. So no back off, no tops up there. I just did 2 hard sets of 21s after 3 sets of 20 to get 1. All right, next up is gonna be a superset. I'm gonna rope hammer curl. That's to hammer some forearm, that's to get some lower bicep, that's to get some brachialis. And again, just squeeze these bad boys. I'm shooting for 15 reps, so it's a moderate load, but I'm trying to really drive up, squeeze, hammer that arm. And then immediately go over and I'm gonna do an easy bar drag curl. So if you see the massive amount of weight I have here, that's literally a joke. It's a 10 and a 5. And to get 10 of those with this form and control, it had my arms screaming at me. So I did 3 rounds of that rotation because it felt so good. And the last thing here for arms, guys, is gonna be, I got the calves handles back out, but this time for biceps. And I just did 3 sets of 10 to 15 of calves single arm curls. So I wanted to isolate each arm since I did 2 arms at once for the entirety of the session. So I wanted to finish with a single arm exercise to finish off the day. So normally you'll see me do a stretch curl, but today I just wanted a straight curl, really strict, good form, moderate weight. Again, I think I had 50 pounds on there for 3 sets, and that felt great. That was the entirety of the session, guys. So you can see I only did 1 free weight exercise in the easy bar drag curl, and even that wasn't heavily loaded. So again, protecting those elbows, huge arm pump, in and out, done, I think an hour total, and a moderate to high amount of volume for my arms. So that felt absolutely incredible. Next week we'll come back and we'll do a little bit more of like a top set back off, but at the end of the day, guys, you know, for arms, it's always gonna be fast pace, pump, higher reps, supersets, giant sets, drop sets. So that's how I've been able to get my arms above 20 inches. So take these principles, apply them, and get your arms growing today. If you haven't liked, shared, or subscribed to my videos in the past, please do those. The channel is growing. I think we're like 20,000 and maybe like 20,500, and it's going up. So I need that higher. I want one of those freaking plaques that says 100,000 subs. So we are getting closer. We're 1/5 of the way there, maybe by my birthday. So that'd be incredible. So again, if you like this video, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Chris Evans TV.